Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Talladega. Big flips and sixth wins. It was unlucky and lucky for Penske at the same time. We're going to get right into this one. So the first story that we have is Logano flipping. This was big. This was huge. When I saw Logano flip, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be a huge wreck. This is going to be the big one right here. Everybody but Bubba Wallace and Brad Keselowski were able to walk away from this wreck without any damage on their car. Brad Keselowski, he just barely had any damage, and Bubba Wallace, that in-car cam, that was pretty scary. Like Clint Boyer, or I think it was Clint Boyer, said, it looks like a video game. It doesn't even look real, but it was real, and that's the crazy part about it. Logano was okay, but he had his opinion on it. He said that he feels like someone is going to get seriously hurt, like Ryan Newman did, again, if they don't make these cars anymore, if they don't change the rules package for the super speedways. I half agree with him on this, and I half don't agree with him on this. Yes, it is still dangerous, but who would watch a boring race of them only going like 190, 180? And that's still pretty fast. But only going like 180 around a super speedway. It'd be like 1 minute lap times, which is why we need the faster cars. The only thing I would say to change is the splitter. I don't know what to do with it, but maybe make it shorter. I feel like it's too long, especially for the Mustangs. The die cast on the Mustangs, they have the super long splitters, but it's like, yes, people could get hurt, and yeah, it would not be very good for the sport if they did that, but it would be more safe. After that, it was clean racing until, again, the end of another stage. The end of stage 2, where the JGR cars all got together, or Hamlin and Truex, they were gonna start drafting, or bump drafting, and Hamlin, he was already a lap down. He was in the free pass position, but he wanted to make his team more proud of him and wanted to make up for what happened. So he tried getting his lap back. Now, in this situation, I wouldn't have been greedy like that. I would have just been like, all right, we're in the position. I just gotta hold it. I'm recording this on the Thursday. This will probably be going up on the Friday. But I watched the race on that Saturday, or not the Saturday, Sunday. It was good. It was a really good race, but after they made contact, Martin Truex Jr. made contact with Hamlin to start bump drafting. Hamlin got hooked into the wall after Martin Truex Jr. got a tap from behind. Hamlin hit the wall, and Martin Truex Jr. just barely tapped the wall, and all 3 Hendrick cars that were left in the race went into the grass. I didn't really see any major damage on them. Byron came back for a 3rd place finish, but we're going to talk about Kyle Larson. Big mistake by his team in the very first 2 laps. the very first laps of the race. It was a problem for them. They forgot to take out a piece of sheet metal that was in between the radiator and the engine. So it was not taking in any air, and it ended up blowing up on lap 1 going into lap 2. I can't remember if there was a caution or not. I would imagine not, because he just went into pits. But that was a big mistake by his team. It looked like he would have had a pretty good run. Like that first lap, he was keeping his ground, and even just that first lap, I think he would have had a top 15 finish, if not a top 20, if he wasn't caught in wrecks. And who knows, maybe it was a good thing that he got out, and later in the race he would have been in a big wreck. But we need to talk about the finish of the race. Matt DiBenedetto fans hated this finish. So, like they did the last Talladega. And SCS 21, someone who watches my channel, is a big Matt DiBenedetto fans, and without even knowing their feelings after that race, I can probably confirm that they were not happy. But it was a very good race. I would definitely say it was a very good race. The finish, Matt DiBenedetto, his crew told him to go to the top. His spotter told him to go to the top. He did. He tried getting in line with Blaney. That did not work out very well. Keselowski, the man with the plan, was down on the bottom and had a big push from McDowell. And coming through the tri-oval, McDowell tried pulling out. He had a run, but Keselowski, instead of blocking, he let him take the run, because he was confident he was going to win. Imagine winning Talladega without blocking. Keselowski has done it. Keselowski did it. And he actually won a Talladega for the 6th time, but he doesn't have a Daytona win, which is shocking. He has 6 Talladega wins, but he doesn't have a Daytona 500 win. That surprises me a lot. And it's almost like I think he just gets unlucky in the 500s, because he's come close to winning it a lot. But moving on from that, this race, I think it was a 90 out of 100. Not quite that 100 out of 100. It was a 90 out of 100. This race was amazing. William Byron, after being one of the 300 cars to go spinning through the infield grass, he came back for a 3rd place finish. And that was good. But that will do it for this episode of Weekly NASCAR. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.